What's up, everyone? It's Vlogmas Day 5.
Piano in the
What's up, you guys? So I'm getting a really late start to the day, but I'm actually going to do something a little special for myself. I am making Coquito. So if you don't know what Coquito is, it's like a Spanish eggnoggy type of drink. That's what I'll be making today, and I'm pretty much gonna go to the store, get some extra ingredients that I'm missing so I can make it, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. So let's go. You guys, so these are the ingredients, the base ingredients that you need. Some people use a little more, some people use a little less, just depending on how much you're making and what exactly you're putting in it. You can add like extra things that I will show you that I will add later on, but for the base of it, I have the cinnamon sticks, the star anise, the cloves, and I also have some agua de coco, which is coconut water. I'm actually going to boil these together, and me boiling these is going to make something known as té, which is basically tea. Some people use regular water. The last time I made it, I used regular water, but I wanted to try to make it with the coconut water, just to see how the flavor comes out, because I heard it is a lot nicer with the coconut water in the té instead of regular water that you boil. So that's first. And then I also have the condensed milk. I have some evaporated milk. I have crema de coco, which is coconut cream. It's different from coconut milk. It's not the same. And then I also have classic coconut milk. In this, I will also be using an egg yolk, not the whole egg, but an egg yolk, and you guys will see that later on in the process. So these are the base ingredients. All right, so I go ahead and pour the coconut water just to make sure it's equal 2 cups. When this boils down, it'll probably be about a cup, maybe a little bit less, because it is coconut water and not regular water. But I'm adding my cloves, my star anise, and my cinnamon sticks into the coconut water, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring that to a nice boil. And you guys are gonna see how that looks right now. Okay, you guys, so now you see that the water is boiling and it's becoming brown in color. This is what you want to see. You want the water to be brown. I normally let it sit so that the water is really tea looking. I guess the darker it is, the richer it is. So I am going to turn the water off at this point, and I'm going to just let everything simmer and sit, and then I will be straining the té out, and you guys will see what I do next. All right, you guys, so now I have my blender. I decided you can actually do this one of 2 ways. You can get a really big pot and do stirring manually, or you can go ahead and get a blender to stir it up for you. I prefer using a blender because it just speeds the process up, and nobody got time to be hand stirring. I'll know that when I use the blender, it'll be stirred up properly. As you can see, the té is still hot. I'm not going to put that in there cold. I'm actually going to go ahead and strain the té and put it in the freezer. And by the time I'm ready to add the tea into my mixture, it would basically be pretty chilled. So this is the tea. It came out to almost about a cup. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the freezer while I get everything else together. So a lot of people use Bacardi in the Coquito, which is very common. However, I use Henny. So I'll be using Henny to put into the Coquito. So that is optional. You can use Bacardi. You can use whatever you want to use to infuse your Coquito. I just prefer this. I use about a cup and I put that all into the mixture. Okay, so you want to start loading in your ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and start with the coconut milk. Please make sure you pretty much clean all your cans before you open them. Yeah, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put the cream of cocoa in here.
So to make it, to make about a little bit over a liter, maybe 1 liter and a little bit over, I use pretty much 1 can of each. So 1 can of Evap milk, 1 can of coconut milk, 1 can of condensed milk. I also do 2 egg yolks, the tea, which is about almost a cup or a cup full. I also put in some vanilla, and of course the Henny that I'll be using. About a cup of Henny goes in there as well. I pretty much can eyeball it and tell how much is pretty much enough. This just pretty much makes like a liter and almost a liter and a half. You guys, when this is all said and done, you want to go ahead and put this in the fridge, okay? Do not drink it warm. Drink it when it's nice and cold. Also, the longer you leave it in the fridge, the better it tastes. Trust me. I also didn't tell you guys this. I did as well add some nutmeg and some powdered cinnamon to my mix as well. And I blended it all up. So just to put that in there. So make sure you have the vanilla, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, and if you would like to put anything else in there, you can also do that at that time. And you can either stir or blend, but for me, blending is way faster. So I actually filled up this entire liter of Henny, and then I had about 2.5 cups left that I personally will be able to have, and put that in a separate bottle. So that's it, you guys, all done. Leave me some comments down below. Until next time, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.